Have you ever heard of Doggerland? Probably not, because it doesn't exist anymore, but 8,000 years ago it was a real place. Now, 18,000 years ago, the Earth was under the influence of a major ice age. Huge amounts of water were contained in ice sheets that covered much of northern America, Europe, and Asia. Where I live in Calgary, Alberta, Canada, the ice was about 2 kilometers, or more than a mile thick. Because so much water was used up in the ice, sea levels were more than 100 meters lower than they are now, and that exposed large areas of dry land. But then, 15,000 years ago, climate change. It became warmer, and the ice began to melt, and sea levels began to rise. By 8,000 years ago, sea levels had risen so much that they had gone from 100 meters to only about 35 meters lower than they are now. But that still left a lot of land exposed, and many people lived in those areas, and one of them we have named Doggerland. We don't know what the original people called it. But the ice kept melting, and sea levels kept rising, and Doggerland began flooding. Doggerlanders didn't try to stop climate change. They knew they couldn't. Instead, they adapted to it by moving to higher ground. Wouldn't it be great if we modern humans were that smart and stopped building on shorelines? Because for the past 8,000 years, the ice has continued to melt, and sea levels have continued to rise, and Doggerland is now 35 meters below sea level. So when someone tells you that climate change and sea level rise is something new, or that it's caused because we burn fossil fuels, you just tell them about what happened at Doggerland. I'm Dave Reeser.
To join the Let's Do It Ourselves community and get weekly videos like this, encourage your parents or grandparents to buy a family membership at ldio.org, and you'll automatically become a member of Let's Do It Ourselves.